My journey of learning English in Paris. Hello, my name is Alina. I am a student of English literature. Today, I want to share my story with you. It's about my journey of learning English and how it changed my life. You can read my story and improve your English skills with me. It was a beautiful spring morning, and I was on a train heading to Nice. The sun was shining, and I felt excited because I love traveling. Two men were sitting opposite me. They were chatting in English, their voices blending with the rhythm of the moving train. I was a beginner in English, so I could only catch a few words like holiday and beach, but I wanted to learn. I gathered my courage and said, "Hello, my name is Alina. I study English." The men smiled warmly. "Hi, Alina," one of them said. "We're David and John. We are from Canada." I tried to form a sentence. Learning English. Can you help me?" They nodded and replied, "Of course. Keep practicing, and you'll get better. It's great that you're trying." Our conversation lasted about 10 minutes. Although I didn't understand everything, I felt proud of myself for trying. Before I got off at my station, John handed me a small piece of paper with his address and phone number. "If you ever visit Canada, come and see us," he said. That small moment filled me with motivation. I decided that I would work hard to improve my English. 6 months later, my dream came true. I moved to Paris to study English at a language school. I felt nervous but excited as I walked into the classroom on my first day. Our teacher, Mr. Lucas, greeted us with a big smile. He was a kind and energetic man who made everyone feel at ease. "Welcome, everyone," he said. "Let's start by introducing ourselves. Tell us your name and one thing you love." When it was my turn, I said, "My name is Alina. I love reading books." Lucas nodded. "That's wonderful, Alina. Reading is one of the best ways to learn a language." During that first lesson, Lucas shared his unique method of teaching. "We won't just study grammar and vocabulary," he said. "We will focus on using English in real-life situations. Speak, listen, and write every day. That's the key." He explained, "Language is about communication. It's not about memorizing rules. Use English to express your thoughts and feelings." I loved his approach. It was different from how I had studied before, and it felt natural and fun. One day, a classmate asked Lucas, "What is the best way to learn new words?" Lucas smiled and said, "The best way to learn vocabulary is by reading. Choose books or articles that interest you. When you find a word you don't know, look it up in a dictionary. Then, try to use it in a sentence." I followed his advice and started reading a short story every day. At first, it was difficult. I kept a small notebook to write down new words. For example, I learned the word journey from a story about a young adventurer. Over time, I realized that I didn't need the notebook as much. The new words started to stick in my memory naturally. One day, a quiet student named Hiroshi from Japan spoke up in class. "Teacher, I have trouble with pronunciation. I feel embarrassed when I speak." Lucas nodded sympathetically. "That's a common problem," he said. "Let me teach you a technique called shadowing." He played an audio clip of a native speaker and explained, "Listen carefully and repeat what you hear." Imitating the pronunciation and rhythm. It's like being an actor, copying a role. We all practiced shadowing for a few minutes. It was challenging but fun. Lucas encouraged us, "Do this every day, and your pronunciation will improve." Outside of school, I wanted to meet new people and practice speaking English. I joined a yoga class where I met people from different countries. We laughed and learned from each other, sharing stories in English. I also found a part-time job at a bakery. At first, it was hard to understand customers, but I practiced every day. My colleagues were supportive and helped me with phrases like, "How can I help you?" and "Would you like anything else?" A new student, Isabella from Spain, joined our class. She had excellent pronunciation and fluency. When Lucas asked her secret, Isabella said, "I think in English all the time. I even talk to myself out loud." She explained, "At first, I said simple sentences like, 'I am tired,' or 'I like this bread.' Over time, my thoughts in English became more complex. It's a little strange, but it works." Inspired by Isabella, I started thinking aloud in English. I described everything I did. "I'm making tea," or "I need to finish my homework." It felt strange at first, but it helped me think faster in English. Now, a year has passed. My English has improved a lot. I can hold conversations, write essays, and even understand jokes in English. Looking back, I'm grateful for the advice and techniques I learned. Reading, shadowing, thinking aloud, and practicing with friends made all the difference. If you're learning English, remember, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Speak, listen, and practice every day. Your efforts will pay off, just like mine did. Thank you for reading my story. I hope it inspires you on your journey to learn English. Let's keep learning together.